live and live. Buy original. Be original. SON.
Standards Organization of Nigeria's Product Authentication Mark, PAM, gets federal government's backing as stakeholders examine the initiative to ensure its successful implementation in Nigeria. Efforts to tackle the menace of corruption receives a boost as the Standards Organization of Nigeria unveils its anti-bribery standard with special focus on ministries, departments, and agencies of government. Details shortly.
Muna fata shekaru na da za su zo, mutanen mu za su yi la'akari da aikin da muke yi, kuma za su lura cewa ya fi cancanta ka sai abu na kwarai da ka sai abu na arha.
Ka yi meze n'obodo anyị a, ka yi mee ka ihe a na-eme n'obodo anyị a, ma ihe a na-ebubata n'obodo anyị a ọ dị mma. Anyị na-ayọ biko ka anyị jikọọ aka na asị na ofu aka adịghị ekechi ngwugwu. Ka anyị jikọọ aka ka Nigeria wee wọrọ anyị obodo.
Ẹ ká lajú wálẹ̀ gbogbo tá a bá máa fún wàrà ká lè pé o tó pé ojú òṣùwọ̀n èyí tí ò bá yé wa àgbẹ̀ tó bá mọ̀ ń pa ẹ̀ tó wà sọ́nà èyí tá a bá dẹ̀ rà tí ò bá pójú òṣùwọ̀n ẹ lọ sí Standard Organization iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ tó bá súnmọ́ yín jù ẹ lọ ṣàlàyé fún wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n á ràn yín lọ́wọ́.
Welcome to the world of standard and quality, where we offer you information on product safety and quality. The program is Standard and You.
Choose live and live. Buy original. Be original. SON.
A warm welcome to Standard and You, the only platform on television where we talk product quality and safety. As always, my pleasure to bring the program to you. My name is Ifoma Okonkwo, and thanks for watching. The federal government has thrown its weight behind the Standards Organization of Nigeria's Product Authentication Mark, PAM. Minister of State, Industry, Trade and Investment, Aisha Abubakar, gave this indication at a stakeholders awareness forum on PAM organized by the SON in Lagos. This stakeholders awareness forum is coming on the heels of similar events held by the SON to examine the product authentication mark. It's an initiative designed to give consumers of goods the power, or better still, the choice of determining the quality of goods they intend to purchase. Through the use of a mobile phone, the consumer is able to ascertain the quality of a product, the date of manufacture, the name of manufacturer, and most importantly, an endorsement or disapproval of such product by the Standards Organization of Nigeria within seconds. Participants at this forum took time to examine the initiative with a view to ensuring that PAM, when launched, will be in the best interest of all stakeholders. Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Osita Boluma, in his keynote address, told the gathering, comprising manufacturers, traders, representatives of Nigerian Customs Service, Central Bank of Nigeria, that PAM has been carefully designed to empower consumers to being a critical partner with the SON to stem the tide of fake goods in Nigeria.
It's an attempt to accelerate technological innovations in effective service delivery so that the existing man cap, son cap, and product authentication can be codified and made simpler in such a way that the consumer will, with the simple aid of telephone or modern technology, will be able to know what is going into, to know what he intends to buy.
Minister of State, Industry, Trade and Investment, Aisha Abubakar, described the product authentication mark as a robust and vital infrastructure that is germane to the actualization of the federal government's diversification drive of the economy. She explained that the introduction of PAM will boost investors' confidence on and patronage of made in Nigeria goods and services as captured in the economic recovery and Growth Plan Executive Order 001 and 003.
I must commend the Standard Organizations of Nigeria, SON, and NASIMA for organizing the Stakeholder Sensitization Forum, which also serves as an avenue to receive feedback from critical stakeholders towards the smooth takeoff of the Product Authentication Mark, PAM. I understand that this gathering today is one among a series of planned stakeholder engagements across the country to provide opportunity for collaboration towards the introduction of PAM in the interest of manufacturers, importers, consumers, and regulators at large. We believe that the PAM will complement the existing Nigeria Quality Mark, NIS, Nigerian Quality Award, NOA, Mandatory Conformity Assessment Program, MANCAP, and Sun Conformity Assessment Program, SUNCAP, in ensuring that consumers are protected from the menace of substandard, cloned, and counterfeited products. Needless to say, the timing for introducing PAM is germane, as it will enhance government diversification efforts towards actualizing its policy thrust of patronizing made in Nigeria goods and services as captured in the Economic Recovery and Growth Plan, Executive Orders 001 and 003. We are, however, aware that a major concern to a number of our manufacturers, particularly the micro, small, and medium enterprises, is the flow of cheap but close substandard products in our markets, using their brand names to cause harm on consumers and property. With PAM, we hope the issues surrounding the quality and standards of made in Nigeria goods will be addressed, as it will serve as an additional assurance to consumers.
Aisha Baka noted that other countries have adopted such initiative to protect their domestic markets. She added that our ministry will continue to provide the necessary support for agencies and parastatals like the Standards Organization of Nigeria under its supervision to enable them achieve effective delivery of their mandates.
Kenya, Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, and Tanzania have implemented PAM successfully with Nigeria's intended technical partner, while the United States of America and other European countries are using the same technology with different service providers. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the planned introduction of PAM is part of the measures being adopted by SUN to guarantee the quality of products on sale in the Nigerian markets. The objectives are enumerated as follows: to provide assurance to Nigerian consumers on products and guarantee value for money, to ensure effective control of non-complying products in the Nigerian markets, to promote a level playing field in the market for both locally manufactured products and imported products, to protect genuine manufacturers and importers from faking product adulteration by ensuring that only certified products are in the markets in the long run. From all indications, all of us, which includes manufacturers, importers, distributors, and so on, stand to benefit from the introduction of the PAM. The concerted efforts of SUN and other regulatory agencies to prevent the flooding of our markets with substandard and faked products is thus getting support from empowering consumers at the point of purchase. It is therefore gratifying to know that SUN is undertaking continuous stakeholder engagement in line with the World Trade Organization requirements and international best practice. I therefore wish to urge stakeholders to take optimal advantage of this platform to seek for clarification of gray areas preparatory to the deployment of the PAM.
The National President of the Nigerian Association of Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines and Agriculture, NASIMA, Iyalode Alaba Lawson, described PAM as a technology by the SON that will give manufacturers the competitive edge to grow. She added that it will boost confidence on locally manufactured goods.
I commend the SON for such a laudable initiative. We are grateful, sir. This is not your first time of coming here. It shows that you really want the economy of Nigeria to grow with the organized private sector. Thank you so much. As we all know, standards are very essential to boosting the productivity and performance of a country's domestic and international trade. To manufacturers, standards give a competitive edge to the products. To consumers, standards give confidence on the fitness of the use of the products. As a result, products manufactured within appropriate standards are more readily accepted in the international markets. The introduction of the Mandatory Conformity Assessment Program, MANCAP, and the Standards Organization of Nigeria, SON, Conformity Assessment of Program, SONCAP, by the Standard Organization of Nigeria have consistently and successfully increased awareness about quality standards and ensured manufacturers conform to the relevant Nigerian industrial standard before their products are presented for sale in the market or exported. It is in line of this that NASIMA anticipates that the introduction of the product authentication mark will enhance the authenticity of locally manufactured goods, promote exports, and effectively curtail the import of substandard products into the Nigerian market. The PALM initiative is also another step towards supporting the rising interest in healthy living through ensuring consumables meet acceptable local and international quality standards, thereby stamping out counterfeit products from the Nigerian market, increasing the competitiveness of locally manufactured products, and increase the confidence they exude locally and internationally.
Other stakeholders at the forum raised pertinent questions about PALM with a view to understanding the workings and benefits of the product authentication mark.
For those of us who are into interior decoration, particularly the soft furnitures, you are bringing in the fabric, you are bringing in the fiber, you are bringing in almost everything, and you are just putting them together to produce something. Where would that group of people fall into?
Go to Nigerian supermarket. No matter how quality your product is, you will do like this before they accept, even on pay or return. But gari from China is there. Granite from China is there.
I believe if we had a stakeholders engagement forum where even the manufacturers, even if not everybody here, half of us that were in that session, you will get brilliant ideas from us. We will get a sense of ownership and we will own it.
SON is public. We are private. We want to rub minds together because any policy that they make belongs to us. We need to work together and move our economy forward.
When organizations try to do something different, we, especially government organizations, we tend to suspect and think it cannot work. I just want to appeal to everybody here that let us all work together, private sector and public sector, because we need each other. They need us and we need them.
People fight change. It is normal. It's moving from the known to the unknown. The uncertainty attached to change. That is why the institution and the organization, they place certain conditions for you before you make a change. So we appreciate your contribution.
The Minister of State, Industry, Trade and Investment, Aisha Abubakar, has described the Standards Organization of Nigeria's operational headquarters in Lagos as a citadel of knowledge and standardization in Africa. She said this when she inspected facilities at the agency's complex in Lagos. This is the operational headquarters of the Standards Organization of Nigeria in Lekki, Lagos, southwest of Nigeria. This office accounts for more than 85% of the agency's activities. More than half of the entire staff of the SON operate from this office that houses major laboratories of the SON. The visit by the Honorable Minister of State, Industry, Trade and Investment, Aisha Abubakar, is to inspect facilities and interact with management of the agency.
You upped your game. You're becoming an agency to be reckoned with. and this is something that we welcome. It's a responsibility because you have the sole mandate of not just ensuring that the commodities or the products that we consume are of standard and best for our health, but also even the way we live our lives. It's ultimately also your responsibility, and it's very welcoming to see that you're taking it up very seriously now, and we need to encourage you and give you all the necessary support. So please don't be discouraged by what is happening. Just keep focused on your work and continue to do the best that you can do.
At the end of our meeting with management of SON, she inspected critical departments of the agency, especially the various international accredited laboratories with the state-of-the-art equipment. She described the SON's Lagos office as strategic and expressed satisfaction at the volume of work by the SON and infrastructural development. Aisha Abubakar was at the agency's facility in Ogba, Lagos, where she inspected the various laboratories. The minister was impressed at the ultra-modern quality infrastructure at the laboratories, describing the facility as world-class. She commended the Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria for his foresight and commitment towards providing the nation, and indeed Africa, with a critical resource for sustainable economic development. Although some of the laboratories have been equipped and are up and running, the entire facility is expected to be completed and launched before the end of the year. Welcome back. Nigeria's fight against corruption received a boost following the adoption of anti-bribery management system standards. It's the ISO 37001-2016 anti-bribery management system standard for use in Nigeria. Please take a look. Corruption has remained the bane of the country's socio-economic development over the years. Successive governments in Nigeria have adopted several measures to tackle the menace of corruption. The present administration has left no one in doubt of its commitment to deal with the scourge and reposition the Nigerian economy. It's in line with the federal government anti-corruption crusade that the Project Committee on the Adoption of ISO 37001-2016 Anti-Bribery Management System standard met in Abuja. According to the Director General of the Standards Organization of Nigeria, Osita Boluma, the process was born out of the desire to prefer solutions to the national discourse on corruption in Nigeria. The whole idea, he noted, is to leverage on the various tools of standardization.
Since bribery is the most single contributory factor to corruption, the standard offers the country an opportunity to use this global tool to support the federal government fight against corruption. As you may be aware, fighting corruption in this country seems insurmountable and an Herculean task that many administrations have not been able to overcome. The standard, alongside with Nigerian Industrial Standard on Good Governance, can therefore be proactive tools to drastically reduce the incidence of corruption in the country alongside the anti-corruption law.
Aboluma assured the committee of the SON's determination to push for the use of the two standards by ministries, departments and agencies of government as well as private organizations as tools for fighting corruption.
ISO TC 309 on governance of organization is already established since 2019. Nigeria was those who wrote for the establishment of that standard. 3 meetings have been held since the committee was formed. One was in London. Nigeria participated at the London meeting, London and Shenzhen meeting. The area of work of this committee that is currently on is taking over the work of risk assessment, which published ISO 31000. It's equally taking over the work of compliance management system, ISO 37001, and issues related to governance. You will be aware that all those other ISO committees that were listed there were all project, their jobs were done. So this committee, because after every 4 years, an ISO standard must be reviewed. So this committee is taking over the works of all those committees, and that is what we'll be doing. It has commenced, and I do hope that after the work of today's meeting, we will go into full gear, because a lot of activities are actually going on.
SON's Acting Director Standards Development, Chinyere Egwon, said the Technical Committee for Good Governance Standard and the Project Committee for Anti-Bribery Standard have been merged to align with ISO Technical Committee 309 on Governance of Organizations. Chairman of the Project Committee and former Governor of Edo State, Professor Osareme Osumbo, thanked the SON for its support and the national experts for their contributions to Nigeria's participation in the development of international standards.
I very much appreciate the Standards Organization of Nigeria, the DG and the management, as well as other organizations and persons who contributed in one way or another to the success we achieved, which we mark today. Special thanks go to the DG for the interest he has shown in these standards. Even his personal appearance, his personal attendance of this occasion is a testimony of interest.
Professor Osareme Osumbo said Nigeria is ahead of the international community on the development of the good governance standard. This development is fast gaining global relevance, as captured in the just concluded African Union meeting, where Nigeria's President Muhammadu Buhari was adjudged Africa's leading anti-corruption campaigner. You're still watching Standard and You. Next is Feedback. Alimoto Sifo is our guide.
Hello and welcome to the feedback segment of the program. I am Alimot Osifo. It is part of the human aspiration to be the best and enjoy the good things of life. The choice we make in life when we make purchases of goods and services is determined by our knowledge of such products or service, as well as our purchasing power. It is a statement of fact that every consumer desires and deserves a good product. The primary objective of every consumer of goods is to get value for his money. For us at the Standards Organization of Nigeria, we remain committed to standardization and resolute in our quest to promote product quality and safety. It is no gainsaying that we are more than equipped as an agency to tackle the menace of fake and substandard products in Nigeria, but require the support of all, yes, all, including you watching the program, to succeed in this regard. So, call us now or send in your messages to the number 0705-972-4455. Follow us on Facebook at Standard and You, Instagram and Twitter at Standard and You _. You can also send a mail to the address thestandardandyou@gmail.com. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/standardandyou. Buy original, sell authentic, and use only the best. Bye for now.